Let go of the past.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Grim Side, back with another video. So for today's video, we're going to talk about entitlement, right? So, I just want to turn this light out. I don't like this. I don't want this light on early in the morning. We're going to talk about entitlement, right? So, if you're dealing with a man or with a woman, right, and y'all used to date, or maybe y'all used to have sex with each other in the past and stuff like that, and after a while, things kind of, you guys moved on, and one or the other gets in a relationship with another man or another woman, right? And it's been some years, some time since y'all last encounter, and you think, well, we used to do our thing back then, or we used to date each other back then. I want some more sex, or I want them to be with me again. So now your selfishness, you try to break up a new situation because you're letting your selfishness take over, and you may send this man or this woman a DM and say, hey, what's up? They say, hey, what's going on? And you say, oh, I've been missing you and blah, blah, blah. I want us to be together again. Or you may say, hey, I miss that sex we used to have, I want some more of that now, or some shit. And they're like, nah, I got a new situation going on, I can't do that, and blah, blah, blah. But you're trying to talk to them, but you say, oh, well, we used to do this, and we used to do this, and blah, 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 right? And pretty much you're under the impression of, just because y'all used to do something, that means that you're still entitled to it to this day. Like, for example, just because I slept with a chick in 2026 and now it's 2036 and I'm trying to talk to her, and I'm like, well, back in 2026 we used to fuck all the time. And it's like, well, this is a new era. That's the past. Just because we did our thing back then doesn't mean you can get it now, right? So let go of that entitlement. Just because you used to hit a man or hit a woman, or used to date a man or date a woman, and they got something else going on, they already got kids, they married and all of that, leave that shit alone. Don't try to insert yourself into the situation. You already see they got something going on. It doesn't matter that those feelings still may be there for that person, or those lustful thoughts. Maybe that dude maybe that dude could fuck the shit out you. You was coming all the time and you missed that feeling. Don't try to ruin this. Don't try to ruin that man's situation because of your selfishness and your entitlement. You may miss that bitch pussy. Her shit was used to grip the shit out your motherfucking dick, man. But you see, she married, she got kids, she moved on from you. Don't try to ruin her situation because of your lustful nature, or your reminiscing of this so-called person. Let it go. If it's over, it's over, right? Just because they allowed access to them for a certain period of time does not mean that you have access to them forever, right? Just because she gave you some pussy at a certain point in time, maybe y'all used to talk for like 12 months straight, and for those whole 12 months you was always busting inside that pussy, right? Always coming inside it. That doesn't mean that you get to have access to that forever, because at the end of the day, that's her body. That's her. That's her. That's her emotions. That's her feelings. And if those feelings depart, that access is over. If it's a man, you used to always ride his dick. He used to always eat your pussy out, eat your asshole out, or y'all used to date or whatever, and y'all did that for 4 years. But his feelings moved on. It changed. He's with someone else. Let it go. Sometimes our urges and our feelings can allow us to do something stupid. And it even go, leave it alone. And then on top of that, certain people are vulnerable to their exes. They're vulnerable. And if you say the right thing, you could be a temptation to these people. Don't allow yourself to tempt this new person's situation. Don't be a temptation to these people's situation. And if you are a person that is dealing with an ex reaching back out, but you found something else, you need to immediately just close the conversation out. Like don't continue in a continuous back and forth. Maybe you can see what's up with them, but once they start talking about, oh, I miss you, blah blah, that's when you say, hey, I got something going on. You block the number, you keep it pushing. Because you don't want to allow yourself to succumb to temptation. So, if you are in a monogamous relationship. So, yeah. Because, that's been something, I'm not going to say that I try to break up like a marriage or any, but it's like, I've had certain thoughts like, well, I fucked her before, I should be able to fuck her anytime I want, or anytime that desire comes. It's like, well, she may have allowed access to you at a certain point. That doesn't mean she always has to, and that doesn't mean that she always will. So it doesn't matter that I hit it once. Doesn't matter if I'm like Ray J. I hit it first. It doesn't matter. If she moved on. She got a new man. She got kids, whatever. I shouldn't want to hit it in the first place if all of that shit's going on. So, let go of the entitlement and let go of the selfishness. That's all I got to say. I'm out.